Have you ever been in a situation where you felt stuck and you just felt like everything was just caving in and you didn't see any other options? This is the best place to be, actually, because you're breaking out beyond the paradigm. You're breaking out of what you know. You're breaking free from the limited perception of yourself and this reality. So many times we get stuck in a box. And we didn't create the box. The box was created by our conditioning, but we live in that box because we believe that these are the limits of who we are. But no, there is no box. Actually, the box is just our conditioning. Once we start to question the things we believe, once we start to question why we do what we do, once we start to bring the dark to the light of our awareness to see what's actually driving our show, is how we free ourselves, is how we begin to live more authentically, how we begin to live more free. It's how we begin to live more in the truth of who we were created to be. So many of us are stuck in our conditioning. We're stuck in our heads. We're trying to figure things out, and that's a challenge, because some parts of life we do have to try to figure out. Say, for instance, business, which is something that I'm learning more about. I've been really resistant to learning about business because my perception of business has been so screwy, and that's how I feel. It's screwy, and I don't like the idea of business. But what I've come to understand, that it's oneness. It's not just business, it's oneness, meaning it's a win-win for both me and you in business. It's the idea that we're coming together as a co-creation and working together to give and receive, to share, to help us get through this earthly reality in ways that as my business performs, in ways of helping people live more from their center, from their truth. And other businesses, they feed people, they cater to their needs, a plumber, a lawyer, whatever business. So it's a oneness, and it's such a beautiful awareness to see this, because this has helped me. I've been really resistant to a lot of things that go on in this world, and the more resistant I am to it, the more it keeps me separate from everybody, because we are in this world. So how can we embrace both this world and our spiritual essence? Because our spiritual essence is where we're really connected. The physical world is we're in individual bodies doing our different tasks here while we move through Earth school. By the same token, we are one. We're supporting each other. We're not hurting each other, although on the outside sometimes it looks like that. We're actually supporting each other. People that hurt us are helping us. Those are our angels in disguise, are helping us see what beliefs we hold inside and what's no longer serving us, that we've allowed into our lives for whatever reason. And a lot of people ask me, well, Deb, how do I know what's the difference between truth and what's true and what's real and what's not? Anything that's love is true, and anything that's not isn't. So that's the bottom line. When I'm loving with myself, I'm acting in alignment with who I am. When I'm not loving with myself, I'm acting in my head, my conditioning, or my hurts and pains. And it's great awareness to notice this, because we can take a step back. Instead of getting mad at ourselves, we can say, hey, that's just a conditioned part of me. I'm going to love that part of me, but I'm not going to believe in the lies it's telling me, because that part of us has been conditioned. Just like our hurts and pains, I'm going to love that part of me. I'm going to love it up, because that's what it needs. When I'm in judgment, when I'm in fear, when I'm doing anything that's not loving, that's just a part of me that feels out of control and is just asking for my love. I also see this in other people. I was raised in a family where I was blamed for a lot of my family stuff, and I took that on. So I took that as I was bad, I was wrong, I couldn't do anything right. All these messages started playing, and now when it plays out in my family, I just look at the family member as really scared or sad or hurt, and I don't take it personally anymore. And this has been a big growth for me, and hopefully this can help you too, because anything anybody does, if they're angry, if they're resentful at anything, and it's being projected at you, they're just saying, please love me, I don't know how to deal with this situation. And you can move into compassion. Now, the way we move into compassion is once we've made peace with those parts of ourselves. If we haven't made peace with those parts of ourselves, we'll be doing the blame game and say him, but one finger at you, three fingers back at me. What do I know? Look at me. What is this angel bringing to me that I can clear so I can be free? It's such a beautiful life when we can see clearly, when we can see that everything's a mirror, that nothing goes on out there that we haven't either already experienced or are experiencing today. And everything is helping us get to know our truth underneath all these ideas about the world, all these ideas we've been conditioned, maybe ideas we've brought in from past lives that we came to clear in this life. All these things are coming up right now. It's such a great time to be alive because more and more people are doing the work. More and more people are aware of it. It's not just called woo-woo. It's called clearing, healing, loving. And the more we live in our true selves, which is happiness, joy, peace, and love, the more we'll feel relaxed in our body glove, and the more we can have greater, real, true connections with others, and not just superficial connections, and not just triggering each other, and not just gossip and talking. We can really have a connection from a heart and soul. And that's my intention every day, to connect with you, to connect with everybody from my heart and soul, and feel the radiance of my inner glow, and let that radiate out from me so I can be of service to humanity. All right, I hope this video inspired you in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways or another. And just know that I'm always over here loving you, and wherever you're at on your journey is perfect for you today and every day. I love